Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome to my second channel. Now today I'm going to be playing Rush Wars and actually looking at what I call the Noodle Base and the defense results. I'm enjoying this game. It's a brand new game by Supercell. It's available in a few countries at the moment, 4 in total, and it's currently in the soft launch stage. So if you've got a chance of getting it, do play. Now I woke up this morning and I've got 73 over 100 stars there. I've had quite a few battles there. 28 total stars gained. Sometimes my base was completely destroyed, sometimes 1 tower, 2 towers, and sometimes I actually had 0 towers taken down. But let's have a look at each of the battles and talk about them in detail. Now the first battle I'm going to do is the Matieso. He's actually using shields, bazooka, jetpack and a boost here. Now he comes across with the shields and the bazooka. Jetpacks are held behind. He uses the boost there to try and take it across, but my defense is not too bad here. I'm using bazookas, pitchers and the mortars there. So they actually do a pretty good job of taking out most of his enemy players at the moment. Now he finally releases the jetpacks, which I think were personally taken in too late. They would have been good as distraction troops a little bit earlier. If he had released them a little sooner, then maybe my bazooka wouldn't have taken his player out there at the very end. But a 2-star there, I lost a couple of bases, that's okay. But it was enjoyable. Right, let's go have a look at the next one. Now Owen in this case is actually using tanks, troopers and guerrilla. He starts off nicely with a tank, but tanks tend to stop once they go across the bridge and then create a bit of a bottleneck. It follows up there by the guerrilla and then the troops. Now personally I feel that he actually placed everything too close together. My mortar did a lot of damage there, taking out those troops, so they were very ineffective in this battle. Okay, the tank and the guerrilla are very bulky and they do soak up a lot of damage. Maybe sending those across through first, drawing the enemy fire, then bringing in the troops later would have been a better battle option. But in this case, nice attack and well done on the 1 tower. Okay, let's go and have a look at the next one now. Leonardo's the next person I'm up against here, and he's actually using a tank, guerrilla and a laser, and they start off very close together. Now the tank and the guerrilla, I like those ones. They're not too challenging for me. However, the laser is the one I'm having the most difficulty with when it comes to defense, because it actually goes through everything. So it takes out your defending troops very quickly indeed. Good use of the arcade drop down there as well. He's not going to have any problems with attacking my base with this one. Okay, the mortar's doing a bit of damage there, but again it soon goes down. I've got the 1 bazooka left. Will it do anything beneficial for me taking out that laser? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and it's gone dead just like that. Too close to the building and gets taken out by that laser. The tank takes out the other building and I die. Oh my goodness me. Okay, the next battle I'm going to show you here is from Don't Cry. He's attacking me with a tank, shields, bazooka, hotshot and boost. Now he places down his tank and shields to start with, but the other characters are so far behind. I think what I might have been more inclined to do is to place the bazookas more to the top with the hotshot. The tank's soaking up a lot of damage, and trouble is by the bazookas forming into the tank, they end up taking out the same damage as well. Whereas the actual hotshot at the top had the longer range troops on my defense side defending my base. It would have been nicer to actually have them more closer together, I think, in this case. But oh well. Wilson MG is the next one I'm going to be looking at here, and he's using shields, guerrilla, bazooka, laser and arcade there. Now he sends in the shields first of all to soak up some of the damage, followed by the tankier guerrilla as well, which is kind of good. That allows the laser and then the bazooka to be a little bit more long distance attacky, which is good. Okay, the laser takes down most of my troops there. However, my mortar's doing a lot of damage, and if it wasn't for the mortar, I probably would have struggled a lot more with that one. So the mortar's good on the laser in some cases. Yay. Now the next battle you're going to look at here is from Tenor. They're using the bazooka, laser, guerrilla and the boost. Now I like the starting position here where they're using the guerrilla as a front defense option there. It's nice tanky, as you know. You've got the actual guerrilla soaking up the damage there, allowing the laser and the bazookas to take out my troops. They are very effective, as you can see. However, they did place down that boost, but it was kind of like too late and in the wrong position, so I don't think it was as effective as it could have been there. Okay, my last bazooka there took down the last of his players, thus making it a 1-star win for him. Well done, nice battle. I like that one. Now the next one I'm going to be looking at here is for Diggy. They're going to be using bazooka, shields and boost, and it's actually a two-prong attack from the top and the bottom crossing both of the bridges. Now that's actually very beneficial. It allows my troops to be split and separated, thus giving you more of an opportunity to take down more of the towers, gaining more coins from a whim. The combination of the shields first followed up by the bazookas is very effective sometimes. It's a shame that you weren't able to take down my last bazooka there, because you could have got a 3-star with that one, but unlucky. Maybe next time, my friend. Now the next battle is going to be with Kurosaki-sama. He's using a two-pronged attack there. We've got the actual shields and the troops up at the top there. Nice little boost there used to actually allow them to move a lot faster through, splitting my defenses and giving that gorilla and the actual bazooka more opportunity to take down my defense force. The gorilla peels off in the one direction, closely followed by the bazookas as well, taking out the pitcher, thus leaving the one more defense to take down. Now that was really unlucky. That was a very good strategically placed battle, and he could have got the 3 stars if it hadn't have been for my last position. But let's watch that one again, because I did enjoy that one. Look at the actual positioning there of the characters. Look at the way the actual bazookas there sit back while the gorilla soaks up the damage. That is really, really good there. Okay, it's a shame that he didn't have any more troops in the back of this one to come in later to take over. And it was very unlucky that the two bazookas grouped together, allowing my mortar to take them out. But a very nice battle. I like that one a lot. Now Mad Max is the next one that's attacking me here. He's using tanks and pitchers at the top and shields and bazooka at the bottom. It's good that the tank and the shields do soak up the damage. Nice placement there of the actual boost. However, because the pitchers are too close to the tank, they get taken out very, very easily. My defense then takes down the rest of the troops, but you did get 2 of the actual building. So good work on that, 2 stars. But try not to have your pitchers too close to the tank next time. Hyde Ackerman is the next one I'm up against, using shields, using pitchers, bazooka and a heal spell. I'm looking forward to seeing how he uses the heal spell. Two-pronged attack, nicely laid out. I like the shield options there, leaving the bazooka and the pitchers to step back while the shields take up the damage. But where is that heal spell? Is he going to be using it? Now, oh, there he goes at the top there. Oh, that was nicely placed as well, giving that top defenders a little bit more protection, allowing the bottom troops to come in. However, my actual defense mortar took the last ones down, but good 2-star there. Nice use of the hill, if I do say so. Now Matteo is the next person I'm going to be up against here. He's using pitcher shields and a boost. Trouble is, he uses the boost down at the bottom before anybody's actually placed. So it's kind of like nice the troops run into it, but it runs out before it's of actually any benefit. Now I think maybe the boost would have been a little bit better. He's got a good positioning of many pitchers here, allowing his characters to stand back and then do a lot of damage to my players. Now if he'd used that actual boost here now, it would have been much better, I think, for maybe taking out my actual mortar. They would have been a lot faster. So do be careful how you use the actual airdrops, and maybe think about using them later rather than sooner. Next time. But 2 stars, well done. Now in the case of this battle, we're looking at the Flash. He's using the arcade machine a little bit too soon. Pitchers, jetpacks and troopers. Now try not to use the actual airdrop too soon. Place your characters down first, get them in the right position, and then you won't have the same problem he's going to have with the jetpack, where they get drawn into the one location. If he'd actually placed his characters first, then did the arcade machine afterwards to start the battle, the jetpacks would have gone more towards the top, allowing him to take out that top tower and then maybe swing around the back. But because he didn't do it, my actual bazooka took them down at the bottom. So location positioning and starting is very important, everyone. Now Mitch is the next person attacking my base. Tanks, shields, pitchers, bazooka and a boost. He sent the shields in first with the ability for them to soak up the damage. The pitchers are by the tank and then he uses the boost. That's nice, it allows him to take down that first position. Okay, my troops can stand off and then deal the damage. However, because they're so close together to the tank, they get bottlenecked and then they get taken down very easily. Do think a little bit more about the spacing. Okay, you got the one building there, but spacing between troops is so important. Now this one here by Ian, he's using lasers, pitchers and the boost. And again, this is why I'm on about by spacing. Look at the way they actually clump up there together and get taken out by one of my pitchers because they are all in that same kill zone together. Now that laser soaks up a lot of damage there and can be very, very effective if you are looking to get more than the one tower. So let's do that one again and just talk about this a little bit more. Now, if he'd actually held off from placing down those pitchers, which he then does once he places down the laser, so they're too close, he should have held those back a little bit more, because the one pitcher there with the actual laser would have been very, very effective. He could have then allowed that laser to get to this position, placing the pitchers down now, and then once he's placed those pitchers, drawing them across the bridge, he could have then used the boost, which he did use there, to rush them forward, getting them so much closer to my mortar, allowing him to at least get the 2 buildings or maybe a 3-star, but maybe next time. Zarman is the next one up against my base. He's placed everything down close together, so troopers, shields, bazooka, hotshot, and he's got a boost as well. Now, interesting placement of everything together, but as you can see there, like my pitchers are taking a lot of damage to his characters there. Okay, it's nice that he actually gets down to 1 tower, but my mortar finishes that one off. The battle was nice, but you might think about using a 2-prong attack instead of a 1-prong attack for next time. Now this next battle by Neduzumu is actually one of the interesting ones I've seen today. He's using hot shots, 2 groupings there, a large grouping together and then a single one towards the back with a heal spell. They go in taking down the first building. Okay, the actual pitchers do a lot of damage, but with the heal spell there gives them a lot more potential as they actually progress round the top. One of the characters peels off, soaking up the damage, allowing the other ones to come round the back, take down the second tower, leaving my bazooka as the last one, and 2 of the hot shots still remaining to take down that 3rd building. Well done. Nice strategic placement, good attack, and that actual hot shot peeling off by itself to go and attack the other one there allowed you to get the 3-star very nicely indeed. Well done. Next one up against my defense is Kral Tariq, using tank pitchers, hotshot troopers, using shields and the arcade machine. Okay, thinking about how he's going to attack my base. I like that, looking at it first of all, deciding what to do. You've got a lot of preparation time, so go for it. In goes the tank first of all. Tank soaks up the damage, does a little bit of attacking as well, draws the troops in there, which is very nice indeed, thus allowing you to do more damage to my defense as well. Now, you put the actual troopers in there without the shields. You should have put the shields in first, then the troopers afterwards. They would have soaked up the damage. You wouldn't have lost your character so easily. Okay, you do get the 1 tower there, but my mortar's doing a lot of damage now. Good little battle. It's a shame you made the 1 strategic mistake there, because you actually did do well. But remember, shields soak up damage. Do place those first sometimes. But nice battle. Well done. Next one up on my team battle attack list here is Pyroed Lightning, using shields, troops, bazooka, tank, hotshot, and the actual heal as well. In goes the tank down at the bottom, bazooka at the top, followed up by the troopers as well. Tank's taking up a lot of damage, but the troopers there coming in there without any defense is not so beneficial. Shields come in there as well, which is nice, but a little bit later. Maybe strategic placement of sending the shields in first would have been a little bit more helpful. Now this one actually is nice. I like the way he's doing this. It allows the characters to sneak through, get close to my actual mortar itself, which they can do once they get in there. Nice little bit of a heal spell used there at last to actually give them a little bit more power. It's a shame I've got a bazooka down there at the bottom, which will take them out later. Now, if you'd actually place the position of the characters a little bit differently, maybe you could have got a 3-star out of this one. But it was very well done indeed, and I did like this one. It was very satisfying to watch, but my bazooka takes down your last few there just before you have a final chance of actually taking down my building. So unlucky. Nice placement, but maybe reordering is a little bit better for next time. But well done. Next one up against me is going to be Noob down. Now this is the last one on the list for today, using tank, laser, pitcher and the arcade machine. Right, let's see how he does against my defense. So go, 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 thinking, thinking, thinking as he plans his moves. Remember, you've got a bit of time. Now in with the arcade again, which means it starts the battle. Now I don't mind people doing this, but I do think sometimes placing your troops down first is a little bit better. Then starting the battle by dropping the airdrop. Now the tank goes in there very, very nicely, but it bottlenecks it and it allows the rest of the troops to come in there and then they're taken out. Now it's not too bad, I suppose, as such, but remember the tank does soak up a bit of damage. You don't want your troops to come up right next to it, especially when they are going to be taken out by fire that's actually landing around the tank as well. So keep that spacing if you are using a tank, everybody. Okay, right, well that's the last one on my actual list for defensing today, and I actually enjoyed this one. It's nice to wake up to see a lot of reports, and I like this replay option. I wish I had the replay option though for my own attacks, then I could actually make some videos on those a little bit later as well, because it's nice to play the game when I'm not at home. Now this is my base. Okay, I called it the Noodle Base because of the indication down there. I've got 7 of 7 troops, and that's what it's looking like in relation to my placement. Okay, not a lot of 3 stars were achieved, mostly 1s and 2s down there, but I am very satisfied with this actual placement of my troops. Now, if you've got any comments about the videos I've been making, if your views agree or disagree, or you've got some other tips, let me know in the video comments down below. Now, in the meantime, this is my second channel. I will be playing Rush Wars on this channel, not my main one. If you do like what you're seeing, subscribe and hit the bell notification, and check out some of my other videos I do make as well. But in the meantime, rush and enjoy the wars. Goodbye now.